We begin tonight with Hockey Town and the hockey world remembering Mr. Hockey.
A steady stream of people have been lining up at Joe Louis Arena all day long today to say goodbye to Gordie Howe.
A live look inside the Joe where family, friends, former players, fans, young and old are paying their respects and sharing their favorite stories of number 9.
And tonight we have Team 7 coverage of the final farewell to Gordie Howe. We'll begin with our Brad Galley, who has a look at how other legends are remembering one of the game's greatest. Brad?
Yeah, those legends came to Joe Louis Arena today ready to tell stories. Wayne Gretzky, Steve Yzerman, Chris Draper, Scotty Bowman, the list goes on and on. I mean, honestly, all we had to do is really just stick our microphones out and let them talk, because a lot of people just came today to express how excited they are to think that they at one time in their lives were friends with one of the greatest legends in sports we've ever seen.
He was the greatest hockey player ever lived and happened to be the nicest man that I've ever met. Still to this day, that my favorite Christmas ever was getting a Red Wing number 9 jersey when I was 5 years old. It's still the best Christmas present I ever got.
This is obviously a very sad occasion, but for us to be able to honor Gordie and the whole city and, you know, hockey fans, you know, of all ages, everyone knows who Gordie Howe is.
The one thing, you know, just watching the entire Howe family of how they're handling this, you know, you can just, you know that, you know, obviously Gordie's very proud of what's going on here today. And
we replace athletes, you know, over time. You know, in the 10 years, another athlete comes along, another great hockey player comes along. But you don't replace iconic people, and Gordie was a special man, and you don't replace that.
Yeah, we immortalize athletes with statues. You can see people here still trying to get one last snap of Gordie Howe and that statue and saying goodbye today in any specific way that they would like to. And someone knows plenty about that is Dave Llewellyn, who has been outside with the fans since the crack of dawn today. Dave?
Brad, the Red Wings and the Howe family have really done a wonderful thing here, providing Detroiters and hockey fans from all over the opportunity to pay tribute to number 9. A day to honor and remember the greatest Red Wing of them all, and fans have been lining up all day to say their goodbyes to Gordie Howe. You'll never forget.
No, he was my hero,
yeah,
ever since I was a kid.
My entire family liked hockey immensely, so I came down here with my good friend, and I'm glad she called me.
Pay your respects as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Howe played 25 seasons in Detroit, setting countless NHL records. While waiting their turn to enter the arena, many people, including Bud Somerville, took the time to leave personal messages on 2 large commemorative banners.
Just thank you, Gordie, for all the great memories. You're my all-time hero. And I signed it.
Somerville's first contact with Gordie came as a young boy.
I met him hundreds of times, and he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. In the old days at Olympia, when the players came on and off the ice, they would walk through the crowd. And Gordie would come by and he would smack most of the kids in the leg with a stick. And once you got hit by Gordie's stick, you know you were in. So he's going to be missed.
Chris Curry is a former Red Wings scout.
Everybody here feels like he was their friend, because that's the way he made you feel.
Dan Ferguson rode his Harley from Huron, Ontario to pay his respects.
Something I absolutely had to do. My lifetime idol, other than my dad, since I was 5 years old. I had the pleasure of meeting him 2 or 3 times. Great player, greater human being.
This visitation will remain ongoing until 9 o'clock tonight. The funeral service for Gordie Howe will be held tomorrow. But what a great day for Red Wing fans, hockey fans from all over to come and pay tribute to the greatest Red Wing of them all, number 9, Gordie Howe. We are live outside Joe Louis Arena. Dave Llewellyn, 7 Action News. Stephen, Carolyn, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you so much, Dave. You know, there's so many great athletes, but so nice to hear the stories about the man off the ice being just as nice and just as humble and just as loving.
Off the ice, exactly right. On the ice, Carolyn, is another story. He was one mean, tough customer. And one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, no question.
Yeah, he brought home 4 Stanley Cups. Can't get any better than that.
Dave Llewellyn, thank you so much. I love how the sign for the people just says 9, just says number 9. Everybody knows what that means.
That's all you need.
Sports Illustrated paying tribute to Mr. Hockey. Howe is on the regional SI cover this week. The issue takes a look back at his life and legendary career here. It's being delivered to homes across Metro Detroit and, of course, Canada. Fans can also find it on newsstands. Get one, it's a collectible. And tomorrow we will be bringing you Howe's funeral live on WXYZ.com. That gets underway at 11 a.m. at the Cathedral of the Most Blessed Sacrament in Detroit.